Of Paul Mullins, better known as Octogen, but we start with an exclusive preview of the new album from
Hello, this is Tribune, and I'm here to bring you another audio commentary on a first-person VOD of a game I played about 20 minutes ago on an iCub. And this is a Terran vs. Protoss on Longinus, or Longinus, whatever you want to call it. In this game, I'm gonna one factory into expand, as everyone will do. It's a pretty standard opening. I choose to wall this time, which is kind of ironic because the other day I just made a VOD saying I don't usually wall in a position where it requires two depots. I decided to here because I don't know, the past couple days I've had a bit of success with it. It's nice, and if you get it up really early, you can deny the early scout, despite what I said the other day. In this case, I'm planning it out because I'm so new at walling on Longinus. I'm like, oh, how do I do it? This is against a C, so it's not exceedingly high, like not B- or anything, but it's pretty high levels, and hopefully this will help. Again, this is more directed to people at like D+, trying to reach a higher level. For Terrans who can't do that. I don't do the best job here. This is kind of an obnoxious probe. He got here really early. I almost thought he was like, I don't know, proxying just because it felt really early, even though it really wasn't. I didn't deal with this the greatest. Trying to get that probe down. I always have issues. See, this is why I hate walling. You have your wall so far away from your command center, and I'm not used to it. So, the probe will be harassing your building SCV, and that's just totally obnoxious, and I can never do it very smoothly. Here I switch SCVs because my building SCVs hurt, and I didn't grab it when I should have, so now it's going to be at like 5 life. Get those 2 SCVs on gas as soon as possible, though it wasn't as soon as possible, sadly. So I'm watching this SCV that's at 5 life, and I'm trying to keep it alive. He's obviously trying to kill it, and I thought about repairing it, but part of this dance, the whole dancing thing really appealed to me, so we're kind of making jokes about it. And he's still trying to assassinate it. My wall's up. Normally you can build like 1 Marine. I choose to just get a faster factory instead. I should have taken 2 SCVs off gas. Usually, once you have enough for a factory, you can take 2 SCVs off gas to get a super fast command center. He kills my SCV here. I'm like, boo. But here I waited for about 200 or 150 here, and I take 2 off gas. I'm not gonna get mines first since I'm walled. In the other VOD, I walled, or didn't wall, and so I had to get mines first. And I don't know, I've been really liking this lately. So you need a little bit more gas because you're gonna go siege mode first, and you're pretty much just gonna go tanks. And that's pretty much it. You can get a really fast command center that way. Here's my scout. Trying to kill that probe. He's just scouting around. Nothing really eventful happening here. Keep your macro up. Building that add-on. You want to kind of time it so you have ideally 250 gas for when that add-on is on. I don't have that. It's more like 180 or something, but not too precise. But it shouldn't matter that much. Not at this low level. So I keep my SCV alive here. A lot of Terran players will keep their SCV running around the Protoss base until it dies. I think it's a bit of a waste. Instead, what I did here, as you can see, I moved it down to the mineral only of the Protoss, because I'm gonna get scouting information later. When he moves his goons out, he's not gonna look all around the map looking for my SCV. He's just gonna go straight to my main. So you can kind of sneak that in and find a citadel or find a robotics and adjust your playstyle like that. So I'm just keeping it alive there. I have a couple Marines. My siege mode's a little late here, but it shouldn't matter. It's not like extremely late. So that tank and those Marines are gonna have to hold your wall, and so you're gonna have to bring a couple SCVs down to repair once he attacks, because there's gonna be a slight discrepancy of when he starts attacking and when you have mode. but it shouldn't matter as long as you repair. I actually don't repair until too late, and I lose a depot. It's a huge mistake. Don't make it when you play. Do as I say, not as I do. And there's my eBay. I still get them earlier than I should. People keep telling me I get them too early, but I like to get them just in case. So here's his attack. Mode should finish in a second. I'm thinking he's attacking the barracks, what a noob. And then he switches to the depot, and I didn't notice he was switching to the depot. I'm getting my scouting information in. And I figured once I had mode, he wouldn't move in, and so I thought he'd just back off, but he didn't. And there I thought I told my SCVs to repair my siege tank, but they didn't, so I ended up losing a tank and a depot here, and it's very lame. So here I tell my SCVs to repair, and he of course loses that goon. And so I saw the robotics facility. I saw nothing else. I saw no bay or citadel, so he's not going to try anything like, you know, he's probably just going to go obs, though I didn't see an observatory. I probably should have taken note of that and been more careful with my turret placement, but it's cool. His Nexus isn't up yet. He hasn't even started it. My command center's up, so if I can hold this, I'm looking at a huge advantage. I sieged too close to my wall there, and the goons are going to get free shots, which is very lame. The early portion of this game, I did not play very well. I made a bunch of stupid mistakes like that, and I had to resort to... I left at barracks so I can get a good surround on his goons. I had to resort to an SCV defense here, but it's not too big of an issue because my economical advantage will be huge once I get my natural running. So I kill his goons. And, yeah. Keep getting those tanks out. Make sure he doesn't move in with more and more goons. That would be really lame. And get that other add-on. I just need tanks because he's just gonna keep pressuring me with goons until I can get a good defense up and running. I decided to move back because I don't want to. I'm not in a position to try and move forward, get greedy, lose a tank by accident or something like that. So I just have to move back for a second. I'm still at an advantage because his Nexus is probably just coming out now, and so as you can tell, that'd be a huge advantage for Terran. My natural starts running here. I get my barracks floated up for vision, you know, get those early shots on the goons. It's a huge issue. I hit a turret underneath an eBay. That's in case of like a Reaver. I swear, until you get to like B+, Protosses are stupid enough to actually lose shuttles to hidden turrets like that. It's really embarrassing. I don't know why. It just happens. In any case, I got my natural running now. I got my 2 facts pumping, tanks, because I don't have mines yet, so no point in getting vultures. Just get lots of tanks going. Optionally, you can land my barracks there. I didn't. Optionally, you can land it and kind of create a wall in case he goes in for like even more pressure. If you were to get a citadel, grab legs, and just kind of push through you, my scouting information is a little late. He could theoretically do something like that and just kind of try and run in. And in that sort of situation, having a barracks, maybe a depot and a turret as well, you can create kind of a makeshift wall, and that would really help you in a defense where you need to do that. Now I got mines, so I'm getting a couple vultures out because you're just going to need them. Here he is, more pressure. I'm a little bit worried. I didn't see the shuttle until the last second, and the second I see it, I'm like, oh crap, he's doing a bulldog. He's going to drop zealots on my tanks here. And so I'm running them back to where I can use my SCVs to once again defend. I know I'm using my SCVs to defend a lot here, but it's worth it. Here, again, he's just going to bulldog me. He's going to drop these zealots on... I should have told my tanks not to fire on my other tanks, but I didn't, but that's okay. Here, again, I can't believe how many mistakes I've made, and yet I do win this game. I should have told my tank there not to attack my tank, because I just lose it pointlessly there. Huge mistake. Don't do that if you're playing. Once again, though, I have 3 factories, about to have a 4th, and my natural's up and running, and he's invested a lot of resources in these failed attacks. I now have an academy. I'm now going to put up turrets in case he tries